Good morning, folks. It is February 28th. I hope everybody's doing well. As always, especially those of you that deserve it. We're going to talk about the babies. A few years ago, when we were contemplating and going over everything, before all this new stuff started taking place, we questioned what it would take before people finally said they've had enough. Would it be your First Amendment, your freedoms? Now people bend at the knee, giving up their freedoms. They'll do it wholeheartedly. No, we figured when they went after the children, when they went after the babies, that would be the breaking point in society and humanity, that people would buck. And then we seen all the pedophile stuff coming about. All these monsters doing what they're doing and boogie boarding 9-year-olds and things like that. Did you see anybody hang? Did you see anybody face a firing squad? You didn't see shit, because nothing was done. All these children getting abducted, sold, stolen, sexed out, murdered. Nobody did nothing. We're like, well, not gonna give up hope when they give up the babies. You know, when they go after them. Well, they did. Past 3 years with all the injectables. First, now baby's okay. Now baby's not okay. Now babies can have it. Pregnant women. You're gonna give this mess to pregnant women. That's when we figured everything, including the kitchen sink, has been thrown out. Well, they went after the children. Have you seen the birth rates? There's a couple people now starting to talk about it. It's now starting to become an issue. The low to no birth rates, the stillborns, the morgues, the freezers that are packed full of dead babies. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Not the people that should be. It only takes like 3 to 10% increase or decrease in population, and it's catastrophic, if not apocalyptic, just because of the consequences that come after. You look at places like Australia, the UK, Canada, United States, the ones that have the highest numbers, and these are in double digits. Decline. They're not making babies. This is a children of men scenario taking place. And it won't be long before it is blatant and obvious as to what's going on. If you don't think so, then here's a question nobody but me has asked. Why did China lift their one-child policy rule 2 years ago? Year and a half, 2 years ago. They said, have as many babies as you want to. Because they knew back then what was about to take place. And they need people making babies right now. It ain't so that they can build an army 18 to 20 years from now. At this rate, we won't be here 18 to 20 years from now. It's because they knew. Why do you think they did what they did here in the United States with Roe versus Wade? Trying to make abortions illegal so that people were making babies. Because they knew they weren't making babies. That they had reached a problem. Lady, get off my motherfucking ass. Shit. Y'all want to see her? There she go. Look at her. Watch her. Watch this motherfucker. Y'all watching? I had to film that one. Anyhow, that's what I got to deal with every day. And I got a truck full of countertops. And now she's passing in a whole different lane. Oh my God, this girl needs a ticket. Anyhow, back to the babies. This one over here driving, she don't need to be making babies. Anyhow, why do you think China has they lifted that law? Why do you think they did what they did in America? Folks, they're not making babies. The morgue freezers are full of dead babies. And if you ask anybody, don't defend your fucking job. You ask anybody that works in pediatrics, the problems that they're seeing, the shit that's coming up that they can't figure out, they can't treat. They don't know what the fuck is going on. Never seen shit like this. Talk to them. I do. There won't be babies around at this rate. And you best stop worrying about a balloon, World War III. Why do you think all these things are taking place? Because they know they're going to have to do something to make people go play shut the fuck up. Not see this, not talk about this. Why do you think over 100 years ago they filled all these big old buildings with people and called them insane asylums, loony bins? 1,500, 2,000 beds, shoving people, max capacity. They needed to shut people up. Put it together, folks. They're going through it again. Nothing new. But they're going to have to hide this one. They're going to have to get rid of a lot of people. Whether it be through this or something else or a war, they're going to have to fix this one. It's too obvious. Anyhow, folks, think about it. Put the pieces together. It ain't that hard. Y'all be safe.